processes and the organization of nations, because he has a purpose for every one of them. Do you know something? There is one unique way that you can glorify God, because God has a purpose for every person in this room. He has a purpose for every nation in the face of the earth. He has appointed us a task on earth. I'm God. Sheila was put in Scotland, and then England, and then the United States to glorify God. I have been put in the United States to glorify God. I have been given a task. You have been given a task. Every one of us has been given a task. But when the purposes are over, we look at the question of government. And we say, what really should government do? In the final analysis, the world should make a condition of peace and safety and tranquility so that their citizens may work out in their own lives, in freedom, the purpose for which God has called them. That's why government that oppresses its citizens and says you cannot do this is a contrary to the will of God. Because so long as we're not hurting one another, we should have freedom. That's why dictatorial, totalitarian governments are contrary to God's best will. Because his will is that people would be free to seek after him and to find him. And having found him, to work out before him their own destiny. Now, obviously, if there's an invasion from overseas, from another nation, then the people will be enslaved. So government must protect their people. If there are riots and looting and pillaging and killing within, then none of us can work out our destiny. So government must preserve law and order. If we are desperately poor and the land is given over to plagues and we're deeply in debt, then we can't work out our destiny because we're slaves. And so there needs to be, ladies and gentlemen, those who tell you that it is God's will that we engage as Christians in violent revolution to overthrow existing government are not talking to you out of the Bible that I read.